Hello, awesome people. I hope you're having just an absolutely amazing day today. Today I'm taking a look at the Treasure of Horemkhu. That is the 35-page short story. It's the next one in this collection by the Scroll of Thoth by Richard Tierney. It was written earlier and assembled in this collection in the mid-90s. For you folks, it's published by Chaosiam. It's set in the Roman Empire, although this one is set in Egypt, which is where a few things have been set. And so forth around the Sphinx. The title name is the name of the Sphinx, and that in this world building, it is set in the Cthulhu Mythos. Like it has the Black Pharaoh, Nefertiti, or Nyarlathotep are called out here and there. But it's not really a key part of the concepts, but it is in the Cthulhu Mythos that was created by Lovecraft back in the pulp era and popularized by him and brought in by a bunch of other things and so forth. This is more influenced by Robert E. Howard. It's a Sword and Sorcery, centuries ago, millennia ago actually, take on this concept, right? Our main character, Simon, was a gladiator in the Roman arena. He is then trained after he escapes in magic. That's where his name Magus comes from. And he's basically your key character, right? And he has inner art, like it's not the gothic horror or intakes or a cosmic horror than this, right? It's more of a Sword and Sorcery, already Howard inspired take, which did happen. He did have some things that are in the Cthulhu Mythos too, that are set in the older times that have a Sword and Sorcery feel to them too, like the Fire of Ash and Burnable as an example, or another one that's set with in the Roman Empire too, where they're also the big bads. So anyway, basically what's happening in this short story, and as a reminder, my reviews are spoiler free, so I won't be going a deep dive into it. I typically will just give you the first couple of pages of it and so forth. But basically, in this 35-page short story, what's going to happen is that our main character, Simon of Gita, of Magus, has just coming in to the Temple of Ptah, which is where he lives, and he will regularly. He's one of the initiates, and the main priest is his mentor, and he's going to come in after being hiding outside and so forth, and he's going to tell what's happening, and he's going to point out that a bunch of Romans have just arrived and are on his doorstep and so forth, and he didn't bring them. So we're going to find out more about them and such. And so basically, the idea here is that they're looking for him. You're going to find a warrant in the first couple of pages by them is definitely good and such. And that will bring him into their line of sight, looking and hunting for them. And so this is basically a direct-ish sequel, because it has the same characters as the previous one. And the antagonist in this one is one of the antagonists, although a lesser one, from the previous short story. And so forth, but it's not bad. It's definitely well paced. It's well done. I think that what this winds up happening is definitely strong. As I was reading it, I'm like, this is better than the previous one, which I gave a 7.5 to. This feels more like an 8, and I have an 8 for another one too. The Soul, I think it was an 8. The Soul of Nefri. But this one I'm probably going to be giving an 8 to. It's my second favorite short story in here, and I read it very, very fast, even though it's 35 pages and oversized. The 37-page ones, which are very common here, are typically taking me like an hour and a half or an hour 40 minutes. This one actually barely was an hour because I blew through it so fast. It's good stuff, even though, again, the collection's oversized and so forth. But I like this a lot. The Treasure. It's good stuff by Richard Tierney and so forth. So I'm giving it an 8 out of 10. It's classic. Good stuff for you folks. So there you are. So have you read this short story? If so, what did you think about it? Let's talk about it in my comments below, an 8 or 10. Do you agree or disagree? Let's talk about that too. If you enjoyed this one, hit the subscribe button, the like button, the bell icon if you're feeling frisky, and then also let your friends know too. And then, as a reminder, this channel's name, that's the worst thing about new books. That's a quote by a French philosopher, Jacques Joubert, who said that the worst thing about them was that they kept us right from reading the old ones, and this definitely another one. Stuff. This decades again. We might have forgot about this or not even known it existed, right? So there you are. So finally, I want to pause just to thank you so much just for taking some time out of your day, right? And investing it and watching my video, because we all have so many things that are happening in our lives, and we're pulled in so many different directions. So the fact that you spent his time with me, that's incredibly humbling. And I appreciate it. Once again, have a great day.